Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. ICP shows some strong upside today. We already saw that in the last update, and I mentioned to you that the preferred scenario is that we are currently in circle 5 of wave 1, and we could still reach that target area, which I just redefined slightly in the last video, just shifted it, I think, to the upside a little bit. It's between $20.77 and $31.36. I mean, that means basically there's an area where this wave 5 could terminate. The 38.2 extension level at $20.77 is the first key target, and then the 61.8 fib level as well. That's for me the most reliable way of measuring targets here at the moment, because the microstructure down there isn't very clear. So I use the entire length of waves 1 to 3 in the wide count, go to the end of the wave 4, which I believe is here, which was the 20th of March low. And then project out the targets for wave 5. Of course it could extend higher, that's always possible, but for now I go with this scenario, and the focus is on higher prices, especially against that last swing low here, which is at $10.70. A break below $10.70 is required. A break below that level is required to indicate that a pullback into the support zone has started, which, as I said, will need to be adjusted as the price climbs higher, which it has done, but only in a really small, really only marginally higher high at the moment. But as you can imagine, if we then get into the $20 range, all the way up to 30 maybe, we would have to adjust this support area for the subsequent pullback accordingly. So we might never go below that wave 4 low anymore. Typically, it's anyway the case that a wave 2, so obviously this would be a 5-wave move to the upside, which I would call a wave 1. When then afterwards the wave 2 pullback happens, it is often the case that a wave 2 ends in the region of a previous wave 4 of lower degree. So we might never go below that previous wave 4 low in a wave 2 correction. So especially in a bullish market, we might just test those lows or get to $12.23 to $9.25, sort of this range maybe. But at the moment, the idea is that this is a wave 5 after wave 4 bottomed as a running flat structure. Running flat structures can be quite bullish, and they develop as a sideways correction, which this was, in which we had an A wave down, then a B wave to the upside, and then a C wave to the downside. And because the B wave did overshoot, which is quite bullish, the C wave did not need to go below the A wave low, or didn't even have the time, because the market already turned early. But that's just what a running flat does. They happen often in a wave 4, especially in a bullish market, and often in crypto. They are just very, very difficult to detect and interpret, because you never really know where is the low. Okay, so you might think, when you observe this, oh, this might have been the wave 4. Okay, but it's not really going up with a lot of momentum and produced a 3-wave move, sharp pullback. Okay, so this might be a flat. So yeah, so there is a certain thought process behind that. The idea is now obviously that we're moving up in wave 5 of 1. We don't have to reach that upside target range, but it would be likely. It's all about probabilities, what we deal with here. The question is now, okay, $10.70 would be confirmation level that we're breaking down. Is there any warning before? Is there any support level? Yeah, I mean, I would probably use the 50% Fibonacci retracement of just that distance as a warning. So it's the $13.49 level. If the price breaks below that level, it would be a first indication that something is breaking down, that something is starting to break down, yeah? So that would be a break below $13.49. It's just that when we have an impulse, and it looks a bit impulsive here, if we have a break below that, then it's typically not an impulse. That's not confirmation we're breaking down, because it can still form some kind of a funky ending diagonal there in wave 5. But for now, let's go with that. And as I said, this is not confirmation. It takes a break below $13.49 to watch it, and then a break below $10.70 to confirm that we are moving down in wave 2, which then would be an ABC structure. But it's too early to put a micro count on the chart. So ABC structure. And this is basically the white count. The yellow count was sort of the alternative, in which we just form a high B wave. But to be honest, this B wave is getting quite protracted, and I prefer the white count also due to the upside momentum anyway. Yeah, it's not really, I mean, it could be just sort of an A, yeah, what is that then? B is an A, B, C as well. So quite complex. I mean, I cannot rule that out. Does it make a great difference which one it is? Not really. Okay, not really, because now especially now, the minimum requirements for the white count have been fulfilled as well with 5 waves up. Okay, it's not a healthy 5th wave yet. I would prefer it to stretch higher to around about $20, $21 at the very least, but it's still acceptable, you know, and therefore both would apply, and it depends on the structure of the decline, if this is in yellow, the C wave in 5 waves, or if it's going to be an ABC structure in the white count. So, but for now, the focus is on higher against the support levels. Upside target range is defined. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.